Hey everyone, Burton's back, and with me, the one true king of the Iron Throne and all the realm, Stannis Baratheon. And yeah, we just need to address a few things before we start, and as was rightly pointed out in the comment section of the last video, we went ahead and we did a bit of a boo-boo when we gave away the Stormlands. We've given Storm's End away to Davos, which isn't a terrible thing because Davos Seaworth is my hand of the king. I trust him implicitly. I just wish that I'd remembered to make Storm's End the capital, like I said I was going to do, but it looks like Storm's End will be within Davos's power. Davos loves us quite a bit, so that is not a problem at all. I do want to go ahead and educate his last son, because obviously we had Devon, who we educated, who actually likes us a lot, so let's keep it in the family. I know we've missed the boat a little bit. Stefan is 13 years old. He's currently being educated by Davos himself, but I'm pretty sure he'll change his mind and come and be educated by the king. Brilliant. Is there anyone else worthwhile educating? Maybe Old Town? Is anyone in Old Town? Any young children? No, there's not. Greysteel? Okay, what about Westmarch? Everyone's too old. It's funny how we've got Dickon there. Dickon actually hasn't had any children. So we're a little bit stuck for who we can actually go for there. In case you're wondering, Sansa is still got the widow trait, so we can't do anything with her right now. The Eyrie, we're trying to win them over slowly, but as things are coming to the end of, I say coming to the end, coming to a point in which we can disband our forces. Oh, Jon Stark is still busy revoking titles. And thankfully, Doran the Tolerant is actually discovering some more plots for us. Oh, what's this? Your Grace, I would like to politely remind you of the gold that the Iron Throne owes my house, and hereby request the coin owed is paid as soon as possible. What? I didn't borrow any money from you. Well, I think we're gonna have to start paying this. I don't remember taking this, so it must be the debt of the Iron Throne itself. So I'll go ahead and I'll pay them 75 gold. I don't want to bankrupt myself, that would not be a good thing. I need to go ahead and decide on a few things. We've got Turnbridge as well. I'm actually going to quickly transfer the vassalage of that. There we go. And while I'm at it as well, I'm actually going to give Sansa... Oh, I can't right now, she's still classified as independent. As soon as she goes back into our realm, or she joins us, I'll probably go ahead and give her the Brackens, Wayfarer's Rest, and... what was the other one? Acorn's Ridge, Southstone, maybe even Riverrun. We'll see about that one though. We'll play things by ear. So, we're still childless. In terms of having a boy, we do have the daughter, Shireen. Luckily, they've had a son, but he is not of our dynasty. He is a Martell, which we knew when we were marrying her off. We took that actual risk. So, let's get things up and running. We also need to decide on a new Lord of Rosby, so I think... yeah, I know who I'm going to give Rosby to. Who better than the Redbeards? We shall grant you the title of Rosby. We'll give you the High Lordship. There we go. Yes, I know they're not of our faith, but that's what we have to do. Speaking of faith, we've got ourselves maimed. We need to protect our dynasty. If we die, so does the Baratheon line. I'm going to have to go and execute someone. We do have an elderly Lannister. She's 56 years old. We're going to have to execute her for the good of this. Let me just make sure, before we go ahead and do this, that we don't have the option already. Unfortunately, we do not. So, we've got no choice. Now this should allow us to cure ourselves. There we go. And so we are fit to fight for another day. Okay, Sansa Riverlands has ended. What would they do? Oh, Faith of the Seven Revolt. That should be good. We can disband now, hopefully. We're still going to receive a lot of penalty. Okay, Now with this force down here, we don't need to disband them at all because they're special event troops, so I'm actually going to move them probably to... yeah, we'll move them to King's Landing. I would actually like to make sure that we've got a commander there, so I'm actually going to give it to Richard's Hope. I will have Garrick Lord of Rosby on the sides. I think that's not a bad setup for now. We're not in the middle of war. I am actually going to disband these. It does say there's still enemy troops. I'm going to give it a moment. Thank you, Lord Paramount. I shall look after your boy. So in terms of how things are going, we've been doing a lot of religious conversion. So here's how it stands at the moment. We've got a couple of provinces which have been converted fully. King's Landing and obviously River Spring was already converted. R'hllor has now taken over in Harrenhal, and we're in the process... oh, there's an old god territory there. We could do with not having that. Where is Melisandre? She's in Storm's End at the moment. We'll keep her there for now, but we're going to continue to try and put the faith of the Lord of Light amongst us here. And we'll see how we actually get on with that. There we go. So we've now reverted back to the Iron Throne. We should be able to disband. Yes, we can. And as a reward for Lady Sansa's considered loyalty, we'll go ahead and we'll transfer that vassalage we were talking about a moment ago. So we'll give her Carl Vance and Wayfarer's Rest. And I'm actually also going to give her... has she already taken it? Oh, 1 second. Let's see if we can do it now. Oh, here we go. We'll give her Piper. Essentially, we're just making the Riverlands what they used to be, but under Sansa Stark. And we said Bracken as well. Now, I think that's going to be good for now. I'm actually going to keep hold of Riverrun for the time being under Justin Massey. We'll see how that goes. Sansa may very well declare a war for it, but now that we've gone ahead and been able to do this, I think we need to be doing something. And I think it's time for the Vale to come back under our control. We'll ask him nicely. He says no. Is there a way for us peacefully to do this? He has a young boy. He won't accept vassalization. We have sent across Justin Massey, our Master of Laws. He's actually gone over there, but I'm actually going to switch him out. And instead, should I give it to Varys? He's 23. He actually demands vengeance against us. I can't put someone like that in a position of power, so I'm going to give it to Jon Stark. I'm actually going to send him to the Vale to try and improve relations. In the meantime, it looks like the Iron Men have been harassing the lands of the Iron Throne for far too long. I believe it's time we stood up and we took action against Euron Crowseye. So we're going to declare war. We can either do an emancipation, or we're going to do the royal claim. Of course we're going to do the royal claim. Here we go. So now we're going to be sending out the Ravens. Surely these loyal lords will honour their obligation. So in the meantime, we'll call up our forces. I think we'll do our best to have our forces on the side conjoin at Riverrun. Everyone else, I think we're going to have... yeah, I think we're going to have everyone else join up. Well, they're going to have to head towards this sort of coastline. So I'm going to head them all over here. Now, the problem with this is we're not going to have a lot of ships, so we'll see what we can do. We'll invite... we'll invite him to join us. Okay. Do we have anyone else? Doran, surely you will join us. How many boats do we actually have to get across? Well, not too many, but hopefully once everyone else joins us, we'll have a good few more. Now we've got 29, another 45 boats. We'll take that as it comes. In fact, we'll try and get enough boats over here. And we'll just try and send this force, our special event troops, round. Now we'll try and take care of the armies that are currently here. So in fact we'll send you guys up to defend in Marley Bay. And we'll just take it from that. Oh, Davos has joined us. Sansa Stark has joined us. Humphrey of the Westlands has joined us. Excellent. What about the Tyrells? The Florents have joined us. Okay, so have you. And even you guys all the way over here have joined us. Excellent. Thank you very much. So as the troops rally together, we're going to go ahead and see what we need to do. Oh, even Doran the Tolerant has joined us. This is good. We're actually getting quite a lot of support. Consider the fact that we are essentially a tyrant due to our previous actions against the Lannisters. I'm happy we've been able to get as many people behind us as we can. Okay. Having many lovers is exciting and fulfilling. So much love, so much desire, but so little time. I feel like I'm burning the candle at both ends. Oh, so we can either break up with Sunil, break up with Asher, or it's going to be stressed. We've been with Asher for a long time. I'm actually going to break up with Asher. I don't want the stress trait. I don't want to go ahead and die. That would be a slight problem, should we say. And here we go. It looks like they're actually going to try and meet the forces here. So they've landed in Banefort. We'll see what we can do to get ourselves around there. Janelle Serwyn has actually been executed by John of the North. Okay, John. Whatever you need to do, you must rule with an iron fist after all. So it looks like our boats have arrived here in Tarth. So we'll get our special event troops on these boats if we can. It looks like more have joined us. Another 6,000 or so have. They're going to have to take the long walk. There we go. So we'll send these guys around here and then we're going to have to just start ferrying everyone else across. Now it looks like the troops in Marley Bay are very soon going to be under attack, so I'm actually going to give this command to John Connington and he's going to be supported by a couple of Freys, Tywin and Walder the Red. Let's wish him luck. He does have reinforcements up and away. Oh, looks like John Connington wants to go ahead and get married. I believe we will pick someone for him. We've got a lane, we'll pick a lane. There we go, I'll find you someone nice, John. So it looks like they're actually stopped. They're actually stopped in Gravesham. So we'll see what we can do with that. I'm actually going to wait for reinforcements rather than rush them. It looks like the Lannisters have, not the Lannisters, sorry. The Cliftons have got their armies together, which is brilliant. Still no word from Mace in the Reach. That is somewhat worrying for me. We'll see what we can do there. I believe we will have enough men now to take on this stack here, which are the Old Wick Raiders. Excellent, here we go. Go on, John, you can do it. They're actually running back to the boats, which is what we'd expect from Ironborn. They'll be out there on the 11th. Yeah, they're out just in time. What do you know, eh? So we're going to have to take this fairly slowly because we only have a certain number of boats. My lover Sunil just broke up with me. Apparently she was confronted by my suspicious wife Yana and has promised to stay away. How can I live without her? Oh, bloody hell. Yana, you need to give me a son. That's just the bottom line of it. You know what? Let's have a look. Should we get rid of Yana? I don't know, I feel like we're marrying far too much. To be honest, there's really no one better. I'm going to stick with Yana for now. We need to get ourselves some prisoners, maybe take a concubine or something. The Lannister we have there is far too young. In fact, let's take on a squire. Stefan is now our squire. He's 13 years of age. We need to make him slightly better if he's to continue in that capacity. Brilliant, right, our men are all here. We are pretty much ready. Oh, in fact, they're down in the Banefort again. We'll head on down. That'll be John and his army. It looks like Clifton forces have arrived. We are still waiting for our boats, which are actually going round... Oh, they're not ours. Where are our boats? Oh, they've actually just arrived. Excellent. We do have some more boats. We've got another 26, which I think we're going to probably put to good use. We'll pick up the forces here as well. So our first lot of troops, we're actually going to land them. So I think it'll be fine if we land them here. fact, we want to land them somewhere where there's lesser resistance. Okay, Rickard, we need to give you some help. That should do. In fact, we're going to send them over to one of these smaller islands. Hopefully there'll be less people there. And indeed, there's only 1,000. There's no one here at all, so we're actually going to land here. Then we're going to go back and pick up the next lot. So we'll combine them together and then we'll split them in half. Lord Baelor Brightsmile has usurped the title Lordship of Brightwater. That's Baelor Brightsmile, he's a Hightower. Wow. Axel, what has happened? But Axel has usurped the title of Norcross. Yeah, that's to be expected because you've lost your lands. And here we go, we've arrived in Sealskin Point. We're going to send our fleet back over to pick up whoever we've got left before their reinforcements go ahead and arrive. It'll be interesting to see what Euron actually does. I mean, let's have a quick look at the man. Elusive Shadow, attractive and strong. He's a trained fighter, dishonourable, kinslayer, rebel, hedonist, cruel, deceitful, all the things we want to get rid of. He is a trickster though, so we must be careful when it comes to that. And what has just happened there? They've just lost a good many men. That is that's actually the best thing that could have happened there. Right, let's go ahead and get these guys on the boats. It's another half of our forces and we should pretty much have this without too much of a fuss. I'm going to send these guys round to this side. Thankfully the Cliftons are still on pike, still besieging. Maybe if we just joined them on pike it would be a little bit simpler for us. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to give this command to Loris because Loris is good at storming castles, we all know that. So in the meantime we do have some open council positions, but that's only because we're fighting separately at the moment. I am going to see if we can get ourselves an extra commander. Oh, we can have Bronn as a commander, go on. We'll give Bronn a command. Your Grace, an enemy host approaches intent on encircling the castle. What should we do? Well, let's have a look at you. So that's where they all went. I will take my family and hide until it's safe. You stay here and defend. Oh, that's... I think they've done one on us there. Okay, what we're going to do is... we're going to spend some money and we're going to go into hiding for now. We don't have enough men. And we are far too far away to be able to do anything about that. I wonder where the majority of their forces have gone. What are you guys just sitting there for? Go on, Stormland armies. You need to get yourself moving. Okay, we're a little bit stuck. We'll let Loris land, then we'll go and pick up whoever's left here. Prince Dorian of Dawn tells me that Lord Renfrid of Duskendale is preaching his false religion in Dunfort. How should I respond to this? His faith for the Seven. I'm actually going to keep this information to myself and I don't want to start any sort of religious wars or anything like that. There we go, so the majority of our men have landed. We are actually going to pop on over here. I'm going to split these men in half and we're going to try and get back to Dragonstone if we can. We need to be defending it. It should be able to hold out until we're able to get round. That's what I hope anyway. In the meantime, I'm actually going to send you guys walking back on over. So hopefully by the time the boats get round, you can be over there ready. Ready and willing, hopefully. To actually do us some favours. That would be nice of you. There you go, so the men have actually jumped on there. I'm actually gonna have to send them here. Yeah, I think so. We're gonna drop off these guys. Oh, Alan of Orkmont, you've decided to go ahead and join us. That is brilliant. Excellent. The first of the Iron Islers to join us. We're actually going to send you there. Amphibious landing, please, Brom. Oh no, they've been engaged here. That is not good for us. However, we have mountains here, prepared positions, so hopefully we'll be able to hold on out best we can. Yeah, we've gone ahead and taken that. Excellent work. You can marry as you please, Tyrant. Right, let's get you back over here. How is the siege actually going? Oh, they've actually abandoned the siege. No, they've not. They've taken it, right? I'm with you. You've got 11,000 men left. 30%. Okay, we need to really be taking Pike. Okay, you guys get on the boats, please. It's John, Walder and Tywin. We're going to send them round to Dragonstone to try and liberate it. Okay, off they go on their long journey away. What a shame. What a shame that the Stormland armies are deciding not to go ahead and move. And that's where we're going to leave this episode. We're in a precarious position. Dragonstone has been taken. We're sending a relief force to try and liberate it. Meanwhile, we're trying to take Pike and capture Euron's family. Let's see if we can do it. Hopefully we can. And that's it for the episodes. Thanks very much for watching. Cheers.